Hi everyone. In this video, I wanted to go through what makes good objectives and key results as part of the MyOS framework. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab a template of the MyOS framework, which we can get from myos.so and then linking out to the Notion site here. So I'll go ahead and select duplicate. And this will pull a copy of the MyOS template into my Notion site. Now, from here, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and we can take a look at objectives. And this part of MyOS is where you can find the personal OKRs, or the personal objectives and key results. Now, as the description here says, these are really the long-term goals that you have for yourself, and we've adapted this from the OKR framework that we use in business. And so this is really focused around objectives, and key results. Objectives are that goal that you want to achieve, and their key results are how you measure that goal. And so I want to go through a couple examples of how you can create an objective and some good versus bad key results. So here in the template, we actually already have a couple example objectives. We'll go ahead and open up this example future objective. And let's use this as an example of how not to do an OKR, a personal OKR. So in this case, let's say I want to achieve superior physical health. So that's going to be my objective. Now, that's actually not a bad objective, but let's take a look at what maybe would not be such good key results. And so again, objectives are those goals. We're really going to be tracking it in just one quarter. So these are quarter by quarter measures. And we want to be tracking our progress using the key results that we have here. And so here in the table, I can see all the key results related to this OKR. And so for this first example one, let's update this to look really good in a bathing suit. There we go. And so maybe this is our first objective here, or our first key result. And then let's create a new key result. Let's say lift heavier weights at the gym. So here are a couple key results that we could be tracking, but these aren't good key results, and the reason for that is that they're not measurable. And so we want any key results that we have to actually be measurable. So this look really good in a bathing suit, while that might be a way that you could track this objective, you can't really measure whether or not that is accomplished or not. That you might look good in the bathing suit to some people, but not look good in a bathing suit to other people. Lifting heavier weights at the gym, it's just a little bit too vague. You might be lifting 1 pound heavier, but does that mean that this key result has been achieved? Or are you only satisfied once you're lifting 100 pounds heavier? So it's really hard to tell with these key results if you've achieved them or not, and therefore have you reached that objective of achieving superior physical health. Now, let's look at how we might actually adapt these so that they're a little bit better key results towards this objective. So for this first one, instead of look really good in a bathing suit, maybe we want to reach 15% body fat from 18%. So if we're at 18% now and we're going down to 15%, this is something that we can measure. And so we can actually track the progress of this over the next quarter as we go from 18 to 17 to 16 to 15, and we can use that as a starting point and an ending point. And so this is a much better key result for this objective. Likewise, in terms of lift heavier weights at the gym, maybe a better way to say this is lift 250 pounds in deadlift. And so maybe right now we can only do 200 pounds. And so over the course of the next quarter, we want to be able to increase the amount that we can lift by 50 pounds. Again, this is very measurable, and we can say, okay, awesome, we're starting at our 0, and by the time that we make it to 250, then this can move up to 100%, and we can say that this key result has been achieved. And so that then means that we've measurably progressed in our objective. So let's take a look at one more example here, And we'll actually grab this from the objective or the OKR framework, the whatmatters.com. And I'm actually going to jump over into one of their subpages here. So let's jump into actually their personal life goal examples. And so in here, maybe we can say, we want to have more quality time as measured by getting home for dinner by 6 o'clock, 20 nights a month, being present and turning off the internet router to eliminate distraction. So that might be one example. Another might be running a 10K in under 50 minutes by June. So maybe that's a good one that we want to use in our template here. So for this other example, we'll go ahead and replace this example title with run a 10K in under 50 minutes by June. And then as we look at these key results, so we can grab this guy and say, okay, well, our first example, we want this to actually be go for a run 3 times a week for at least 30 minutes. And so we can then, again, track that progress. Have we gone 3 times a week? And has each one of those sessions been 30 minutes? And have we done that all month or every single month inside of this cycle? And then let's grab a couple of these others. So decrease distance of run by 1 mile every week. So let's do our other example here. Sorry, increase distance of run by 1 mile every week. And so maybe we're starting at 10 to 15 or 10 to 11 to 12, 13, 14, 15. And so again, we can judge that, we can measure that every single week that we're increasing our distance. And ideally, we actually probably also want to say, well, we've got our objective of a 10K. So a 10K is going to be about 6 miles. And so this would be, we're starting at maybe 4 miles, and then next week we'll do 5 miles, the week after that 6. Maybe we start at 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever that might be. So again, and then let's add one more here, the increase mile speed by 5 seconds every week. So we can say new, and so we can add this guy in here. And you'll notice, again, these add automatically to this objective. And so in here, we can again set this to 0, and we can say our due date is going to be maybe the end of this cycle. We want this to be a productivity measure. So again, actually for all of these, we probably want these to be health, not productivity. So let's swap those. But as you can see, these are much better key results, and as such, a much better objective because these are measurable and we can really track the progress of these key results. And as such, if we achieve them, then this progress for the objective will increase as well. And that again rolls up. So if we achieve these key results, then we can achieve that objective. So hope that helps give a little bit of guidance in terms of what makes a good objective and a set of key results that go along with it. If you'd like to see any more content around objectives and key results, let me know in the comments below. And I hope everyone has a chance to check out the MyOS framework. Again, this is using Notion. Go and sign up for that via the link below, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.